It goes back to my great-great-great-grandfather owned all the land around here you can see. And it came down to where my great-great-grandmother owned the land. And then they had a sale of her estate, and my grandfather bought it. So then, you know, the climbing thing was getting more popular. My granddad realized there was a liability deal here, or a potential liability problem. And he and I personally discussed this. And we discussed trying to develop our own park. I mean, he was progressive. But my granddad, he had a college education. Went to Marshall College in 1904. That was saying something back then for a young guy to make an effort to get an education. But anyway, my granddad ended up buying, and we realized there was a liability problem, and we discussed developing some kind of a park within our family. And almost simultaneously, the state came by, and they wanted to buy them to put in a state park. Well, that was just getting into the, you know, where they were starting to talk about it a little bit. And then this 100,000 acre national recreation area, including Seneca Rocks and Spruce Knob, the highest point in the state, that became an issue. And Senator Byrd was the ramrod behind that politically. And so it came about. And then the Forest Service sent people in to appraise the property. And I think they appraised the rocks and 120 some acres for $6,800 and some dollars. Absolutely ridiculous. Yet how do you put a value on the rock? But for that kind of appraisal for the good farmland and a lot of road frontage was just insulting. And then they condemned other land around, like where the Seneca Shadows campground is. And, so it was left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths because of that. We had to go to federal court then, and we ended up getting $180,000. Right.
And what period?
When they condemn it, 1966.
What does it mean to condemn it that they, like...
That means they just says, we're taking it.
That's it.
That's it. You know, you don't have any recourse.
Wait, and they appraised it initially for a little over $600?
$6,800.
$6,800.
For the rock, and I think 120 some acres. Yeah, I mean, it's just... My dad was really upset over that one. Really upset.
This was
66.